Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 38 of Kenshi Birth of a Hive. If you need a recap of the rules or goals, here they are, and let's get going. So, I was planning on doing a little bit of an adventure this episode, and hopefully we'll continue to do that. We do need to get out of the cannibal territory before we really see any plentiful combat. But the idea here is to head on out and get all the people in this group nice and leveled up with their current arms and armor, weapon, and etc. As you can see, they are starting to become well armored. If we do a quick little inventory here, we are starting to see some Iron Hive blue in the mix for some of them, and those that don't tend to have at least a little bit of armor. There's no one that is really truly unarmored here. Speaking of which, speaking of a little bit of fun, let's see. We have a cannibal tenderizer up here, and his cannibal friends. Should I be picking a fight in the cannibal capital of the world? Probably not. But you know, I love bad decisions, so I'm gonna go make one right now. I feel like a lot of the episodes lately have been sort of inventory and management and that kind of thing, and I know you guys are probably hankering for some good old-fashioned combat, so I will try to please you in this episode. So here I am. What I've done here is just drag sort of the strongest away. I'm going to have Red Rain focus over there, and yeah, we are going to continue our little reign. Now, I will eventually go to World's End and go ahead and dump all of the current arms and armor that I have that I don't need, but not without picking a fight with pretty much everything between here and there, because why not? So a quick little recap, of course. Thorns and Red Rain, they both have a little bit of space, so it's not like I'm totally full up. Oh, look at this guy. How's your leg? Looking pretty gnarly. Oh, there, down you go. So let's do a quick health check. It's not that I didn't get hurt. I'm gonna, obviously have to do a bit of patch up. And in fact, Red Rain got particularly hurt, slashed open chest. But how I fared versus how they fared. Oh, hello. Hello, Wise Babbler. You know, I just beat up your, like, arch nemesis, yes, I'm just gonna punch them. The arch nemesis, the cannibals, but nope. They're going to come attack me. So one thing I need to do is to make sure Queen stays out of the deep mix. She, of course, is... If she goes down, we all go down. You know how it is. This fight's going to be a little bit tougher than the one I just did. Because, A, I can't manage them away from the fight. Or I could, but I'm not going to. And B, these guys were on top of me before they attacked. So, sort of disorganized. But this is exactly the combat experience that I'm looking to gain. Looks like a little light here, just lost an arm. So that's something I'm going to need to fix once I get to World's End. That's, I believe, the first limb removal that I've had really in this series at all. So what I'm going to do here is, I know I'm definitely deep within cannibal territory, and therefore really ought not to linger very long. But I do think that I will be... My best bet to get to World's End at this point, now that I'm a little wounded, is to throw the most wounded into beds. So, Louis, you took a liking to creating these beds. So I'll give you 5, I'll give Queen 5, and Louis, you can then be set to Engineer. Now there's a whole lot of arms and armor on the ground here that I could definitely sell. It depends on how much carry weight I have, of course, but yes. Alright, Hollow is limping towards the bed. Let's pick up Red Rain. Sorry, Knave, I know. You're going to get the next bed. Frenchie, I'm going to have you throw Red Rain in there. Now, the reason why I'm putting in the Bone Dogs, they heal much, much, much faster than really anyone else. So if I really want people to heal up quick, Bone Dogs is where it's at. Alright, don't have any more building materials. What about you, Queen? She should be constructing beds now. Oh, no, she's patching up hollow. There we go. Or splinting them. Alright, Hella's looking pretty ragged. Our crossbow men and women, or hivers, easier to just say hivers, really were never intended to be tanks. So they don't tank so well. I'm going to even need more beds than I've deployed, won't I? I'm pretty sure I will. We got a lot of injuries here. Queen's like, but, you know, I'm going to sleep. No, you're not. I'm sorry, Queen, but you gotta work. I know, it's terrible. And then, of course, there are plenty of enemies here that still possibly are hostile, and we'll get back up. We'll deal with them if they do. Man, 2 little fights, and I'm already pretty dinged up. Now, the people that are well armored, Minus doesn't have any head coverage, but if you look at the rest of his body, he is not all that damaged. That's due to the wonderful, you know, mitigating effects of armor. And as our guys get stronger, as you can see, the guys that are wearing armor here, certainly not wounded like everyone else is. Everyone else is way further wounded than they are. Alright, so a left arm limb trauma. One thing I might end up doing is start to get everyone to carry their own bags. So actually, you know what I'll do is lay out 4 more beds. I need to buy 1 more bed because we had one bug out and glitch into the territory, or into the ground. But I think I'm probably going to have everyone carry their own beds, and that way Thorns can focus on carrying things that are a lot heavier and more dense. Have everyone have a nice little nap. Now, I know half of these guys are playing dead and will spring out of the ground, you know, any minute now. That's just the way they work. Alright, so Louis, it looks like you are fully healed at this point. I don't... It should be... Oh, yeah, there we go. Here's a babbler. I'm going to focus on the wealthier targets first. Because... Oh, got caught stealing. Oh, you're getting up. Okay, well, Thorns needs a snack. Oh, you're already down. That was the shortest up I've ever seen. Additionally, I think I've graduated away from foul meat. And this foul meat, I should have dropped it off at the base, but this foul meat does take up a significant amount of space, so I'm just going to dump it. Alright, Louis, let's pick through... Oh, here's the tenderizer. This is the other big boss. Look at that, grand meat hammer. Sells for 7k. Oh, got caught stealing. How about I pick you up and throw you against the ground, making you unconscious again. And the bosses that I just took out are definitely going to, well, not so much this guy, but they generally have superior arms and armor compared to everybody else, which makes them worth more looting-wise. Because if we take a look, at this point I'm just really looking to sell some stuff, so if I take a look, their little tenderizer clubs, I guess, sell for a bit, but most of their gear is good for just about the iron. If you see its sell value of like 100 or 200, it's just not enough to warrant me messing with their inventory for a long time. Yeah, 300, but that thing's huge. What about the cannibals? These little hooks, 400? Yeah, that's a little bit better bang for my buck. Not great. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying, get bulls, get Garu. The plan is, and still is, that I won't be doing that until I expand to the Big Island. And this is for various reasons. I've tried to explain in the past, but chief amongst them is those animals are really, really, really strong. And you'd think that'd be a reason to get them. But I don't want to take away the utility of the average hiver. So I've been relying a little bit heavily on Red Rain and Thorns, A, because they have incredible carry capacity, and B, because they're just incredible at combat. If I ended up filling my squads with Bulls and Garu, the Bulls and Garu would quickly outshine the average hiver, and that's not something I want. So it is fully intentional that I haven't upgraded or anything like that, because I want to showcase hivers and hiver combat, and not, you know, bulls. And I mean, if you want a bull playthrough, just watch the other series that I have on Kenshi. That was full of bull. I say that endearingly, I think. Alright, so this is just about my carry capacity. Yeah, I could fit a little bit more, but I'm not going to bother. My bone dogs are, for all intents and purposes, full up. Oh, who are you chasing? Don't tell me they're... Oh, probably Planet Limbs. Yep. Just ate a limb. Alright, so now when people recover from, you know, whatever injuries they sustained, I am going to have them get up and put the sleeping bag into their own backpack, and have everyone carry their own backpacks. That way I always know everybody has one, because it will be really, really obvious that whether they have one or not in their bag. So let's get rid of this small shack we no longer need. Thorns. Louis, you can go put this one in your pack. Not everyone has a backpack, too. That's something that I need to work out. Alright, Hollow, you are fully healed, but Thorns could use some love. So someone like Hollow, for instance, will be encumbered from no backpack. Now, that's not so much of a problem, because Hollow is not the slowest man on the team. And it does take a little bit of time to put all the packs away. But in the future, this will be a little bit more organized and save me a little bit of, you know, space on the bone dogs. I wish there was a quicker, easier, faster way to just heal up, but there really isn't, unless I'm just going to start cheating. Yes, Ninja Rags. So Pharaoh is now... Let's hand those Ninja Rags off to someone that can actually carry him. Oh. To Queen, I guess. So we don't want Pharaoh to be unnecessarily encumbered. Alright, Muhammad. Now, as long as we can move 17 miles an hour, which is the slowest of our own group, that is the speed to beat, which is really not that fast, but, you know, that's okay. Alright, looks like everyone is just about all healed up. I can see them crawling around. Red Rain, you want to go eat something? Go ahead. Yeah, we're almost tidied up and ready to go after a fun night of combat. And this helps to show me how much I really do need extra bags, as we have a lot of people that are carrying it in their direct inventory. The true advantage of the bags is that they reduce carry weight. So it makes whatever's in that, you know, in these bags. Well, Acid's bag is a little bit different because he has kind of the wrong one. But it makes whatever's in the bags significantly lighter than it otherwise would be. So here's a little light with his singular arm. We're going to have to fix that. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to. And just hear me out. I can now make robotics back home. So I think instead of buying, you know, parts from whomever, I want to make my own hiver robotics, as they actually look unique due to some mods that I've installed. So that's something I'm going to be doing. Another thing I need to do is to figure out who, maybe with figure out someone to switch weapons with, because Little Light cannot wield his Naginata anymore, as he's one-armed, and you can't really, you know, you can't wield those one-armed. Ray, you're also, I'm going to have to remember it's Ray. Ray is going to carry the extra backpack, or the extra sleeping bag. Really? You're going to chase after, look at your health, man. Look at your health. What choices have you made in life that warrant suicide? Come on, step back from the ledge. There. Problem solved. You're alive. Alright. Fastest person. Oof. Little Light. Quite slow. Okay. Well, let's follow Little Light as fast as he can go. I might have to, figure out someone that has a little bit more carry weight in order to get to where I want to go. So Rage has a little bit. So Rage, let's have you take that armor. And now he's moving at 17. And 17 appears to be the slowest any of my people go. Louise at 17 and Little Light's at 17. Yep. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, so switching weapons. I did mention that. And let's go ahead and do that. What I could do is... Yeah, I really don't have a lot of one-handers. I guess Ray has one. So Little Light, take Ray's old blade. Or Ray... Here, I'll just drop it on the floor. Ray, drop that to Little Light. I do believe these horse choppers are one-handers. And then Mr. Ray grabs the Naginata. Alright, looking good. Here is a recruit group that is heading to my base. Another one. The other one that I was looking for a while. We have some scrawnies. Is that right? Yeah, some scrawnies over there. So I've mentioned before, and I'm going to mention it again just in case you missed it. I have made the decision that I will not... Ooh. Is the recruit group being attacked? Who is getting attacked? Oh, no. I guess they're just shrieking around. Like they do. Oh, Little Light, you are encumbered again. Okay. So I've decided that until I have someone queued up, like a patron of mine that wants a character in the game, I won't be recruiting. And that way I don't have to keep running back and forth to, you know, the plastic surgeons. Which is cumbersome, dangerous, and sort of annoying to do if I have to do it a lot. Oh, there's a cannibal camp that just got wiped out. Must have been screechers that did it. Screeching bandits. Man, there is a lot of stuff around here that that I could train on. I don't have to go very far to find combat. Now, here's more cannibals. This is a relatively small group, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell them to all attack. Killing out this group won't slow me down, I don't think. As there just not enough of them to do any significant damage, especially with attack slots. If you outnumber the enemies like 2 or 3 to 1, it's not going to be a fair fight. You know, you will dramatically outnumber them, and the fight will be pretty easy. Alright, we're ready to go again. We're almost at World's End, or getting closer, I should say. The beautiful atmospherics of Kenshi. Oh, speaking of which, oh, hello, cannibals. I have very, very, very good news. So the very, very, very good news is I've got a new computer, and, well, all the parts for a new computer, I have to build it. But I've got a new computer on the way, and really soon I will, yeah, my Kenshi should look a lot prettier, and, okay, These guys are annoying, and they are basically outrunning me because I'm really slow. So let's go! Queen sitting in the middle, just crossbow and everything. I'm sure I'm going to have to recover from this fight too, because we don't outnumber them like we did before. Alright, Frenchie and Hella come out of here. So far, no one's unconscious, though. These little scrawny cannibals don't have good weapons. They don't really have any armor, mostly. So they're not that hard to wipe out. Alright, so patching up everybody that needs patching up. As you can see, I'm just speeding through the patch-ups. Alright, that's everybody, it looks like. Now, if we do a full run, Little Light is still the slowest. Little Light, we're going to follow you. This is a ghost village. And yes, I'm going to need some proper healing, but I'm just going to use, because it's quicker, I'm going to use the rental beds of World's End. Once I get to World's End, I will have plenty of money selling all the stuff I've looted from the fights, and also selling all the trade goods I'm bringing, and I'll just use rental beds because it's quicker. So someone like Pharaoh, who is really banged up, you know, limb-wise, well, we have splints, but really banged up limb-wise can get healed up a lot quicker that way. At this point, the recruit caravan, oh yeah, they've arrived. So let's switch over to Silvershade. And as you can see here, I have rebuilt the lovely bridge. Yes, lovely bridge is rebuilt. Alright, so I only have, of the, oh, yep, there. Oi, townies. Animals for sale. Wait, you aren't who I thought you were. Sure, I mean, I'll talk to you. You have pack beasts and bone dogs and pack bulls and goats. Okay, cool, but I'm not buying any of it. I had thought, and thought incorrectly, obviously, thought that you were more recruits. So, I'm just checking in on the crafters. We've got Snowy here cranking out more vests, and then whenever there's armor plating, she'll work on the Hive soldier armor. One thing I could do to build up some strength and endurance is Ron and Beep follow Meat Pants around. He's a farmer, and actually all you guys, if you have nothing else to do, just guard Meat Pants. This will build up strength over time. It's not like training like I wanted to avoid, but it is useful. And in fact, Beep, Mr. Beeper, what I will do for you is give you the... Oh, this is for Hiver. Those are, yeah, give you this plate armor. This is for soldiers only. What soldier did I have? I guess I don't have any soldiers at home anymore to wear that. But the medium plate someone else could wear. Let's Green. You want to build up some strength? No. Actually, well, no. Let's have our crossbow people also follow Meat Pants. He runs around back and forth a lot, so it's a workout following him is sort of the idea and concept here. Alright, so medium armor. And it's not like training on the, you know, it's not exactly training on the, sort of training dummies, you know, that, which I find a little cheap, I guess. And there are also some mods that allow you to, strength train at home like this, and those are, like, absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so we're full up on food. One of the comments I saw, I forget, I apologize, I can't attribute it to you, but, was that I could start selling the food, because it does sell for a bit. And that's really not that bad of an idea, to be able to supplement my, my income. Alright, let's have everyone follow Pharaoh. Pharaoh's the one with the terrible legs. someone get stuck down there? Oh yeah, Red Rain got stuck down there. Come on, Red. Alright, we just got tech level 5, so I gotta warp back over to Heresy. Where are you? There you are. Alright, so tech level 5 unlocks a whole lot of new stuff. There is, of course, tech level 6, which I could unlock if I got bench upgraded. But let's see. Tech level 5 allows us to start to unlock hiver robotics, which is very cool. What else? I'm just taking a look around to make sure there's nothing I've... Oh, hydroponics. That's huge. In case... the reason why I haven't been growing rice is rice only grows in swamps, and the biome that I'm in is zero swamp. It's just not a swamp. Which is exactly why I haven't really had any rice or rice yields. So the last of my research books, I think I'm going to put towards weapon grades 2. And then I'm not sure. Then probably what I'll end... Oh, Jay, how about you follow Meat Pants too? This is really funny watching everyone follow Meat Pants. It's like a weird game of Simon Says, right? Alright, so we'll get the weapon grades 2, and then I can start cranking out Cat 3 weapons that will be really, really good. So the first thing I want to do here, now that we're here, is let's go to the mechanical shop. I feel bad. Queen knows what it feels like to be missing a limb. And we definitely want to rectify that situation ASAP. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and go through everybody's inventory, selling off the stuff I don't need, and sort of organizing them one by one. Also very apparent that I need backpacks. Oh boy, they're not even going to have enough money for that. These were the ancient science books that I shouldn't buy because they only exist because I imported the game. And I'm going to stick to that. And, alright, we have filled up. The mechanical shop was not a robotics shop, though. Armor... Weapons, I might actually have to... Well, I wanted to craft my own limb, right? I guess I said that. So maybe I'll stick to that. And have Little Light here go one-armed until I'm able to craft some hiver stuff. I did, however, need an additional bag. So let's go sell off this cannibal armor that's taking up room. Buy one bag. What else do they have in here? What is Queen's... Oh, we have plenty of... I'll buy one more advanced kit, but we have plenty of meds. Here's a backpack, but that backpack is best for rangers. Nope. They're not going to really have anything I particularly want. Yes, I know it's a little painful that I haven't replaced his arm, but, you know. It's one of those things that I really want to craft myself. I know I'm a bit picky about that, but it is my attempt at trying to roleplay as best I can. Alright, so we still have a Madman's Great Club left to sell. And then Ray, you can give... Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? Is... Who bought that other bag? Thorns? Ray, Silent, is going to carry all of our, all the Bone Dogs sleeping bags. Just so that the Bone Dogs keep their inventories nice and cleared. Yes. Alright, Queen. I want you to go up here. Poke your head in. Let's see. Talk to Io. So this is the home... This is the World's End University. And, you can... I don't really want to read all the dialogue because you could just do this yourself, but they talk about history, ancient science books, that kind of thing. This is the tech hunters, so these are the guys that like appreciate technology, is the long and short of it. But I was up here to talk to... them to sort of see what's going on, just to sort of fill in the holes of the fact that I've come to World's End like 1,000 times and I've never actually gone into the University Tower, which seems strange, right? But I was also seeing if they had any other people to talk to, I suppose. And I've pretty much talked to everybody there is in here. And it's all informational as far as I could tell. Alright, let's get going. Who has diplomatic status? That's what I've really been curious. Oh, so EO is the one with diplomatic status, which means they are the important tech hunter or whatever. Okie dokie. Another thing I wanted to do, and I should have probably done the moment I walked into the city, is rent some beds for the people that are particularly wounded. Little wounds I'm not going to care too much about, but the really grievously deep wounds I'm definitely going to need to resolve. Luckily for me, it's really easy to rent beds in World's End. Although a lot of these beds are already full. God, all of them are full. Maybe in the big bar. Yeah, the big bar has a bunch of beds. Cool. Alright, let's see. Louis. And Thor. Wow, I didn't realize Thor got so chopped up. Troller Sauce. Rage. Seiko. Minus. Alright, that's about everyone that needs a bed. We'll heal up real quick and then we'll be on our way. Alright, we just got weapon grades tier 2. So let's warp back over to our home. We are going to want to upgrade the research bench. So Jay should be on that. So I'm going to have Jay have following Meat Pants be a job so that he constructs first and then follows Meat Pants. And Jay already has enough plates on him to craft whatever I need. Then additionally, let's go ahead and start cranking out pole arms, I do believe is what we sort of determined was the most bang for our buck against robots that I could craft myself. Now, Crab, that does mean that you are going to split from the group and repeat queue. Getting that research bench up, and then as improving that research bench, what we'll end up doing is we'll end up where is Meat Pants? Here you are. Angel's gonna follow you too. Oh no, she thinks she can cook, but there's well, you could just store it in your inventory. Upgrading the research bench here will allow for additional options. It looks like everybody that was wounded back in World's End is ready to go. I will be notified when that research bench is improved. So let's everybody rally. And we never ended up selling that Madman's Club. What's open at this hour? Bars, I guess, just bars. Let's poke our head into one of these bars. And sell that Madman's Club. Cool. They do have a wooden backpack that I'm going to want for some of the crafters back home. And you know what I might do? I might end up poking my head into the other bars just to see if they don't have some additional backpacks and the like. There might even be people to talk to, like headhunters that I can send back to the base, like this one. Send me to the base. Send me some hivers. I will pay the fee. Let's do some business. You got no bags that I want at the moment. But bolt longs, that works. I'm going to want bolt longs sometime in the future when my friendly fire, my precision shooting friendly fire is reduced. Now, I did do an import, and it would be a little cheesy to recruit people that exist only because of that import. So I'm not going to focus on that too much. But these wooden backpacks are really good for people that have to carry stacks of stuff, like our fabric crafters or our electrical component crafters, stuff like that. Terrible for combat. Absolutely atrocious for combat. But pretty good for everything else. Okay, that's all the backpacks these guys had. I did already go into the travel shop. They didn't have any. So, we're back to following Little Light. Little Light is a little encumbered. So, what I'm going to do is give Little Light this backpack instead. Removes the encumbrance. Now we're moving at 18. I do believe 18... Oh, Louis is also somewhat encumbered. Louis just has a lot of armor on. So actually, Louis... Is there someone to give you your shirt away to? Yeah, you could give your shirt away to Minus or Sing Healy. Anyone else that needs the weight? Controller. Alright, Louis, give that to Sing Healy. Alright, 19. That's a little better. Let's follow Little Light. And let's get into some fights. Actually, I'm going to go right back into the cannibal area and pick fights with them, because I've got a death wish. Not a death wish, but, you know, I have a bone to pick with the neighbors that are mean. Alright, there we go. We have the improved research bench. This is going to unlock even more options. So here's some foot armor. And what else got unlocked? Better weaponsmithing would be really, really, really awesome. I don't have the books for it. I could spend my AI cores for tech level 6. What else takes AI cores? Let me make sure that there's nothing else. Large defensive walls I can buy. Sure, why not? I'm not going to build walls, but why not? Just be able to research them anyway. Hydroponics takes an AI core. But we live in such a fertile area, I probably don't need it. Fully automatic ore drills take an AI core as well, or 2 of them in fact, but I also need other stuff to go with it. The fully automatic ore drill isn't also all that necessary immediately because I have so many people at home able to do work. What I could do, however... Yeah, so what I'll do is I will actually go ahead and do tech level 6. Huge investment, but yeah. Let's go ahead and also, where would this be? In mining? So I can make ore mines. Wow, apparently this island has nothing in the way of yield. Usually ore mines give yield, well, here, let me show you. It's better to show you. Heresy. Once you're outside, do a little prospecting. Alright, so for iron, the yields are really only where the iron resources are. So if I was to build an ore mine, so let's go down to mining, ore mine. As you can see, near the iron resource, the ore mine has high yields. As soon as I get away from that resource, the yields drop off. I would say, I don't know what percentage is exactly like, oh, you really need to be, you know, X or higher, but clearly there's not going to be any iron on this little island, which means we are not going to be able to source, we're not going to really be able to source any of the resources we have here. We're going to have to still clear out the main island if we want to get, you know, iron. Which means we're going to rely on murdering people and melting down their armor for iron source. That's fine by me. Okay, Ms. Queen. Where are we? We are still following Little Light, and he is still leaving. Oh, one more thing. Heresy. Heresy wanted to be the robotics person. So let's go again to a robotics bench. There's a nice little spot to put it here. There we go. And then a little light over it. And Jay will get that built. And this is obviously going to help out Little Light. Oh, look. We got a little howler wandering through. 2 of them. Oh, boy. They're coming from the main island, so they were just probably bashing up the bots. You know, like you do when you're bored. No idea why the howlers... Maybe it's like an initiation rite. Oh, Pharaoh, you are falling dramatically behind, even though you and Little Light are supposed to be the same speed. Alright, so I got the robotics bench built. Sorry again, I'm going to warp back here. So what I want to do with this robotics bench, and it's good that it's right next to the electrical workbench, is the first thing I'm going to want, obviously, is a left arm. I'm going to absolutely be terrible at crafting it. And as you can see here, I don't yet really know how to make any robotics. So I think that segues into a really good mission for myself, which is to go to some of these older ruins, like the lost libraries, and try to clear them. Now, they do have a type of iron spider called security spiders inside, and security spiders are particularly tougher than... Oh, why are we going south? Than iron spiders, so it's not going to be easy, but it will have... I'll be doing it for a lot of purpose. Okay, so there's the recruit's delivery that I had paid for. Now, there's different types of ways to get tech. You should be... What, recruits? No, what are you? Cannibal hunters. Alright, that works for me. There are only, I think, 3 or 4, depending on how you count, ancient tech labs on the map. And they're some of the best guarded. They have, of course, a lot of technology inside. And then you have lost libraries, which... there's a plentiful amount of lost libraries on the map, but the amount of technology that are inside, they've more... The idea is the ancient ones are better guarded, and they're often more looted, and then the... or less looted, rather. Hello, Shriekers. And then the lost libraries and the armory ruins, stuff like that, are definitely economically worth going into, but they just don't have the bountiful amount of stuff that you're going to find elsewhere. Alright, so we run faster than these guys. I'm on a bit of a mission now, so I'm not going to pick every fight between here and, you know, where I'm headed. And I'm looking for lost libraries. So you can pick up maps for lost libraries at, sometimes at bars, sometimes at travel stores, if you need to find them. And I've been picking them up anytime I've seen them offered, so my map is full of these sort of ruin locations here. And that's the best way to find them if you want to do it legit. If you don't want to be legit, like if you just want to look at the map, then, you know, load up Kenshi map or whatever. Oh, are they fighting? No, they're not fighting. They're merging into one larger group. Well, that's fun. So the armory ruins, some of the armory ruins you have to break into, and they'll have good stuff. Some of them are just true collapsed. So, like this one, as you can see, there is value here. Like a skeleton repair kit is actually worth a good bit of money. And maybe I'll go grab the things that are worth some money here. But this ruin obviously is not going to have much in the way of technology. I mean, everything that's here you can see. So I just grabbed the eyes for 3K, the power core, and the repair kit. Those are really the there are some other things in here, like skeletal muscles, that are worth about $1.50. But that's not why I'm ruins spelunking. If you want to make a lot of money, as I mentioned, stealing is one unbelievably fast way to make a ton of cash. But another pretty good way that feels a little less cheaty is just ruins spelunking. There is a little bit of danger going into the ruins. Not every ruin is uninhabited. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've already cleared that ruin up there. So let's go to this outpost. I don't have my Kenshi map loaded, so I'm exploring these ruins, not exactly knowing which ones are which. Now, this is a lost library up here. That's going to have maybe some technology in it, but I think I've also mostly looted through that. It's possible that the import refreshed it, though. But because my memory isn't allowing me to remember whether I've been in there or not, I don't really know. Alright, so this is some sort of outpost. No, this is a lost library. Armory. So lost armories, who has really good lockpicking? Lost armories are just going to have arms and armor in it. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but that's not what we're trying to do. So let's go have you sneak real quick. Because I'm really trying to find... Yeah, so you got these security spiders. Now, I could actually probably deal with a bunch of these security spiders, because I could just go ranged and basically cheese the fight, but, yeah, we're not ready for a full-on security spider fight. That's a big old nah. But here, well, I guess we can sit around and see how tough these security spiders are. Got swarmed by river raptors, though, so that was not a very good, that wasn't a good test of how tough they are. And here's a skeletal muscle. I guess it sells for about $2 grand. Well, that's not too shabby. Well, let's head over to the Lost Library. Although I'm almost certain I've already knocked over this Lost Library here, but I'll go check anyway. It's close enough not to be a problem. Alright, so we're still researching tech level 6. Let's not swim the whole way. That would be dreadfully inefficient. And even this sort of simple marching around like this definitely serves to level us up. Let's take a look at Ron. Ron's strength is... Yeah, Ron's strength is... I mean, his strength XP going up because of his encumbrance is basically nothing. But it's... spending a lot of time pacing... Okay, it doesn't hurt, I guess. Oh, some of these Garu just turned on me. I also have to be very careful around the Leviathans, because sometimes they get a little stompy. How many of these Garu are angry with me? Like, quite a few of them. Every now and then they get ticked when you get too close to their herds or whatever. Oh boy, here's a big fight. Beak things are going to win, and I'm on a technology mission. I could probably take those beak things out, and there's certainly a lot of leather and food to be made scavenging a fight like that, but I'm trying to stay on task for once. So here's another armory. We are in the land of lost armories, as you can see. Oh, we should not get that close to Leviathans. Now, originally when you all voted that I should be on the northwest Leviathan coast, I was sort of eyeballing this lost library sort of area, but it wasn't truly an island. It had some sandbars, so I decided against it and went with the only true island in the Iron Trail. The true big island, I should say. There's a lot of little, like, teeny islands, like that one, that are around this coast. But that didn't... that wasn't big enough for the likes of this hive. We would have been cramped pretty quickly. Alright. Well, I don't... Like I said, I don't remember if I've been here or not, but, wow. This lock is super locked. Hella has no ability... No one has any ability to, open it. We could smash our way through. Instead, There we go. Oh, let's get inside. I don't like... Leviathans, if they get stompy, would be very, very bad. So I'm just gonna stay away from them. So here's a lost library. They're gonna have some books for me. So I'm gonna have Hello walk around and loot whatever books. And then there's some chests here that should be pickable. And yes, this one is pickable. And there we go. Ancient science books. Perfect. The ancient military documents show lost armories. The engineer maps can show where you get engineering research, but I already know the location of whatever that shows me. We have treasure maps for ancient labs. So let's take this ancient lab. This ancient lab, it is showing me, is down here in the crater. The lost armory is way down here in Shun. That's like Western Hive territory. And then I already know this map and I can go ahead and sell it. So this library is already paid out. We have 1 or 2 ancient science books from it. But there's a whole nother floor for me to check. The regular books are probably... I do have a few more researches to do. Oh, here's an ancient tech lab map. That's really, really important. The ancient tech labs are the really, really good ones I was referring to. And yes, I knew there was one on the big island, so it just pointed that one out to me. Here's another lost armory map. And wow, that might as well be on Mars. It's so far away. Yeah. So I checked that book stand already. Did I check this box? Medical workbench. Nothing on it. This box I hadn't checked. So there's not a ton of research to be had in these buildings, but given that there was no risk, right? Like, I did have to pick my way into it, but it wasn't... It's not like it's full of security spiders. You know, if you're really seeking technology, these are the places to come. Alright, I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss any crates, because sometimes they hide them, like, underneath the stairs or whatnot. Yeah, I think that's about it. I got what I came for. Red Rain got a little stuck as well. There we go. There's a bunch of damage books right outside there. Ooh. What pick to fight with Leviathans? Oh, beaks. That's a very bad idea. What I'm going to do, because my crew's getting a little hungry, is Seiko and Thorns. Head on over here. And oh, actually, there's a bunch of beak eggs. But I'm not going to loot the beak eggs because I didn't clear the beak nest. So I'd go so far as to say I don't deserve the beak eggs. They're not my kill. But I will, however, loot the beak things themselves, because screw beak things. Where was Thorns? I'm leaving the fowl meat, even though it is technically edible. Leaving it because it's not edible for everyone. It's not edible for princes, for instance, and princesses, or the queen, so why saddle ourselves with a bunch of it? Was there more? Yeah, there's more beaks over there. Picking fights. I do believe I looted all these, right? I'm just gonna double check. Nope, didn't that one. Alright, that's a lot of meat and leathers. That will keep our economy going, I guess. God, that's a lot of meat and leathers. Alright, we're just about full up. Alright, so we searched the lost library. Let's return home. Drop off the 2 science books, which will be pretty invaluable as far as getting robotics started. And then start to pick more fights with the cannibals around our home. Tech 9, or Tech 6 has 9 hours left. That's not too bad. Gonna check on Hands of the Queen for a moment. I've had a suspicious lack of raids lately. It's not a complaint, just an observation. How's Crab doing? Crab is making... Alright, so we're actually starting to get MK1 weapons, which are pretty decent. Pretty decent indeed. As you can see, this one is valued at 10k. Sells for, you know, only 2,600. The real advantage of the... yeah, one... I'm just happy that we're no longer making, like, rusted and cat quality stuff. And it will go up with time as we tech up. But, of course, this requires, oh, it's 4 ancient science books. I see. That's going to be a little bit of, a little bit more expensive than I thought, huh? Well, there is one more place on the map that I can think of off the top of my head. There's a few more, but there's one main place on the map where I could actually buy science books. It is pretty far from where I live, but it could warrant a trip. I do sort of enjoy what our city looks like from a distance. If the loading icon will go away. I'm trying to zoom all the way out. Well, I can't zoom all the way out anymore. It does look kind of nice, lit up with hive-styled buildings and all. The recruit's delivery has been delivered. I might as well wait to talk to them with Queen, because Queen can recruit everyone. And nobody deciding to use the bridge here. What, is the bridge not loaded? No, it has. It's just they weren't using it. Alright, so what kind of recruits you got for me? You've got a soldier and a prince. Just the 2? Did the others, like, die on the way here? Like, why don't we have a full... Not that it matters, I really only have one person queued up to recruit, but I'm a little surprised. So, before they leave out of frustration, Queen, let's recruit the prince. You are going to be named Jert. Welcome to the crew, Jert. I'm going to, let's see, Jert. Ooh, heavy. Specialist quality. Yeah, we're starting to get specialist grade stuff. Jert, let's see. Let's get you at least a weapon. And an MK1 polearm. And some pants. Not these crummy cargos that you had on before. And you are going to be moved. So what I'm going to do is keep Little Light home. And for now, because of where I'm headed, I'm going to keep Jert home as well. And I'm going to draw from our pool here. I'm going to bring Ron in. And maybe drop off one more. I'm going to drop off Seiko, given where I'm headed, and take Beep. Alright, there we go. Alright, Ron. You can move at 21, Beep 22, even though they're super encumbered. That's fine. That works for me. So now, the squad here, this swarm, should have 20. Let me rearrange these a bit. Yes, they do indeed have 20, and we have 41 in total. So one thing I wanted to do before I head out is to get everyone that has weapons. Let's get everyone these, like, superior polearms if we can. So any of them that just has the lower quality Naginata will trade up. Alright, we will go through the list here. Red Rain. You've got some stuff to sell. Armor plating. Alright, we're going to sell the rest of that. Thorns, what about you? You've got tons and tons and tons of meat. Let's go... Angel, can you trade with Thorns? I'm going to have her take it. Alright, Thorns is... nope, that's not Thorns. Thorns is research objects, going to be put away. All of the animal skins I can dump off. We're keeping the rest of this stuff to sell. We do have a fair bit of food, but let's top up a little bit just so that Angel can cook some more. And then Angel, you should be free up to cook because now we have space. So yeah, they are all set. Red Rain, give your inventory to Thorns. Now we are missing some backpacks, but we'll just have to make do. So the slowest group in here is probably Pharaoh. Yes, it would be Pharaoh. So let's move Pharaoh up to the front. We are sporting some better arms and armor, aren't we? Alright, we are leaving now. Yeah, I know. You can leave now. Alright, Pharaoh, let's head back over to the main island. And we'll get set up for yet another adventure. Crab. Or actually, Jay. No, Jay already has one of those backpacks. Let's fill up the iron plates. I thought I had more... Man, I am constantly going through iron plates really, really quickly. So who... Oh, before you guys leave, actually, let's switch these backpacks around, because we're going to have some backpacks freed up. Alright, Cookie, I'm going to take your backpack. And then the Swarm here. Pharaoh, take this one. And Mohammed, take the larger one. Also, the people I dropped off, Little Light, you're going to need to hand your backpack over to Ron and Beep. Are going to need backpacks. Man, there is a lot of little management that I have to do every time I get home, isn't there? Seiko, you're also going to have to do the same thing. So no one at home should have sleeping bags on them, and I don't believe they do. Okay, good. So the people that we just brought in, Ron, grab one, and Beep, grab another. And then, actually, Thorns, why don't you grab the two clubs that are... that we're not using for combat. The only one that we're really using for combat is this one. And then Thorns, you could also come back real quick and grab the weapons that we're not using. Oh, that filled you up. Red Ring, get the last one. And everybody follow Pharaoh. Pharaoh, get out to the end of the dock. And we are now mostly set up for another adventure. Resnick, when you have nothing going on, you're going to follow Meat Pants and not sit on the stool. Jert, you're going to follow Meat Pants as well. Little Light as well. Just because Little Light, you're one arm, doesn't mean you're not going to be guarding the base here. Oh, you know what? We did not hand off the science books that Hella has. So Hella, come back real quick. She's... should be pretty fast. I'm trying to fix the zones. Alright, so let's hand off these science books. The engineer maps we can keep. However, Hiver notebook I think I could ditch as well. Well, I'll keep it. All right, are you gonna... Oh, yes. So there's something wrong with the bridge I rebuilt. I haven't, its building state was not... Yeah, there we go. I fixed it. So now I have 2 more science books. I probably will save up to be able to afford basic robotics. But it is really tempting to... Yeah, I'm going to spend them on smithing. I'm terrible. I'm sorry, Little Light. But, yes, I was lured to buy the good stuff there. All right, so let's go, and that's about all the time I have for this episode, guys. Got actually gone over a little bit, but if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. And next time, probably some more Cannibal and Shrieker Bandit bashing combat, trying to level our guys up. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you're a patron of mine and you'd like a character named after you, just let me know, either through YouTube comments or Discord, and I'll get that set up for you. Adios, everybody.